Chapter 4. If your spouse works. It is good if a minister's wife is working, and most congregation hardly give the matter a second thought. Nevertheless, does a working wife add much money to the family coffers? You may simply need more money, perhaps your church does not pay enough, or you have a youngster in college. Your wife may have skills and training that are useful and needed, as well as enjoy exercising them. If you have kids who stay home all day, it may be as a necessity that makes your wife brings home a second paycheck. However, does that second paycheck automatically mean that your income is growing up? Not necessarily so. In fact, you may only be breaking even, or it may be costing more than she earns. Consequently, the two of you need to carefully consider the decision as to whether she should work. Calculate all those extra costs incurred because she is working, extra deductions, dues, and taxes that will come off the top of her pay. In fact, the two of you should decide to look around instead to see how effective just cutting cost at home would be. It may be that you and your wife decide that you will save more money by not holding down an outside job than if she is working each day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., make monthly cash contribution to your family financially. You have to count the cost of working and the effect of that on your family, especially the kids. If you have a baby or toddler, a working wife means childcare costs, either for a babysitter or elsewhere. Preschool kids will cost more, and even those in school need some care after school, not to mention holiday periods. Perhaps your schedule is flexible such that you can care for the kids a few hours of the day at home. This may cut costs, but it may affect your work. What if the Lord calls you to go and work in another church out of town in another state or country? What then happens to her job? Does she stay behind or leave the job and go with you? Try to weigh the alternatives now before you experience such situation. Also, your wife may feel like working to get out of a rut or feel useful, or to utilize special skills she has acquired. A job can be stimulating and satisfying. In a scenario where a church is looking for a wife who will team up with her husband, definitely they did not call your wife when they called you. Expect they include her package in the agreement, which is rare. There are now instances of such husband-wife teams where both are employed by the congregation, and in some cases both of them are ordained. Then your wife is working full-time, she is being paid for it, and two of you are working together. God bless you both. Nevertheless, that is not usually the case. A working wife will not be as involved in the life of the congregation as she may be otherwise. She may not be able to attend the midweek or morning prayer meetings. The women group meetings, evening meetings may be a problem because her. Chapter 4 continue. She may not be able to attend the midweek or morning prayer meetings. The women group meetings, evening meetings may be a problem because her family will want her sometimes. It may not make any difference to your ministry if your wife works, then it may simply because people you serve expect her to serve them too. If your wife decides to work, you will need to help smooth the way and clear the air to avoid potential conflict over it all. Her additional income earned may help pave the way for the family to plan to get or build a house of your own.